the way these white people behave, it just reminded me of Nigeria. You know, the situation between bankers and their clients during the period Naira new not depositing all not thing, the thing that was really trending on social media. We've been seeing a lot of fights. I was like, how do these white people really think? So this is a case of emergency, right? But these people were like so coordinated. They ran to the train station, they stood there quietly. When the train come and then it stops, they get in quietly. No fights. No fights. The first thing I thought of was my country, Nigeria, if it were them. If it were them.
Story for another day.
We finally made it to Lviv in the morning. We got to Lviv in the morning, yeah, and we could only get on the next train in the evening. So it took us the whole day to wait for the next train. There were a lot of people. There are already trains in front, so there is no way this train could have moved, because where is it moving to? Imagine an entire country going towards a particular direction. So there was a whole lot of hold up. There was traffic. There were people with private cars and buses. They didn't get their passport stamp on time because there was a lot of traffic. The better means was even train, because train is just train track, just train going through that particular way. So yeah, it was quite easy for us. So there are a lot of people that trekked, people with swollen leg. There were a lot of them at the border. It was a very sad moment for a lot of people, honestly. Not a good thing to see. So yeah, I know of people that actually faint out of cold and tiredness. Yeah, I know of people that did that. So this is how we got in the train anyway. We were like this. We stood because there's no way you would have sat in the train with all of these people. This way, you see us this way. This is how we were in the train. This is how we got on the train. So I was wearing a fanny pack inside my winter jacket, which left people thinking I was pregnant. And I played along. At least I got to sit for like 40 minutes. And then, yeah, they made me stand up again. Well, that didn't last. But it was such a traumatic experience, honestly. Anyways, the only part it helped was when we got to the border, we got off first because they thought, oh, pregnant women and kids should leave the train before every other person. Yeah, that's the only way. So we're able to leave the train before other people. Yeah, this is how we stood. This way. This is how we stood. Imagine standing like this for 30 hours plus. And it's very funny how we didn't even feel it. God, being who He is, gave us supernatural strength we wouldn't have had ordinarily. I got bullied and got punched on my stomach. Imagine I was actually pregnant for real. It was so terrible. Nora was actually pregnant. Like, Nora was so pregnant. Her baby had to pop out immediately she got to Germany because girl was so pregnant. It was so terrifying. Anyway, we made it to the border. We made it to the Polish border. Eventually, we did. Yes, so they were like children, moms with infants, and pregnant women can leave the train first to go and get their documents signed and then get into the country. So I was one of the pregnant women. Yeah, I was one of the pregnant women. So yeah, we got out of the train and then we got there, we got our documents signed. Now, mind you, I left my friends behind, right? So I got out now. I don't know what to do. The only thing was, the difference was I just get to sit and I get to cover myself because it was so cold. They gave us tea even at the arrival in the border. And one thing I have to mention is Polish people were so nice. Honestly, I have never seen humanity like that. They were so nice. They brought us food, a lot of food. They brought blankets, they brought jackets, they brought snacks, they brought bathing soap, shampoo, everything. I'm going to insert clips here. I'm going to try to insert some clips. If I still have them, I will look for them and make sure that I do that. There was a lot of food, hygiene supplies. This is where most of the refugees, that's people coming from Ukraine, where it's like a train station. So they made us just stay here because it's warmer inside, and there were camp beds in there. These people in uniform are people taking people to town, helping out with accommodation, bus and train tickets, and so on. they brought a whole lot of things. They were there. There were people that were ready to. There were people that were donating their houses. People that were coming to the border to pick up people and take them to hotels. Hotels were donating their hotels. People were donating their vehicles. Trains were free for everyone coming from Ukraine, going into Poland, anywhere around Poland. Because I went through Poland. Other people went to Hungary and Slovakia. I went to Poland. So organizations were coming to help people. Like, immediately you get out of the border, there's no way you're going to be stranded, because there's someone there handing you coffee, saying, "Are you okay? Are you fine?" They were like the first aid people right outside the border, right outside the building, ready to pick you up, ready to check you. Me on the other side that lied about pregnancy. So I didn't tell you guys this part. When we came out, so this girl came to grab me by hand. "Are you okay? Do you need an MRI?" Like, they had all of that there. Yes, they were that ready. "Do you need an MRI? Do you need to check up?" I lied that I need to use the toilet. So I got in the toilet, wasted so much time there. Of course, when the girl went out of that place, I opted out, and then I was never seen again. Please don't judge me. I just wanted to be soft. I needed that comfort, but the pregnancy didn't even give me any comfort, so I just lied for nothing. I mean, at least it helped me get out of the train faster than other people. So that right there was a good one. Where the border is at is like a train station. That's how it is. So when you get out you sign out your document, then you can go in, and then like there's a waiting place. It's a hall. It's a very big hall. I mean, it has different sections. So when you go there were a lot of people already waiting there. They brought calm beds, they brought blankets, teas were served, food, soup, and everything. And me, I was so uncomfortable because I wanted to take my bath. Everyone was thinking, and I mean, that shouldn't have mattered at that time, but it matters so much to me. Then there were a lot of press groups there. There were a lot of them. They were ready to interview people. I got interviewed by quite a number. I was on a national TV. Yes, I was. Please, I'm on this side of the screen because I'm trying to avoid this shadow right here. Just in case you notice that I'm not in the middle. Or I could do this. So they were ready to help us. They were ready to so they were serving soup. I went in, I got interviewed by quite a number. Some of them made it to a lot of media. Some of them, you guys got to see some where we were so unkempt. Like, my skin was flexing out. When you're so tired, for me it literally just shows up on my face immediately. It doesn't even take a day. I'm going to be so dehydrated. I'll look so pale. I'll look like I'm about to die the next minute. I'll break out immediately. So that was me at that moment. And they kept coming and then asking about, what was your experience? What did you go through? Was it this or was it that? Did you experience racism? Stuff like that. It was so exhausting. So I waited for my friends. Apparently, when they came out, they didn't come to where I was, so they left because they got picked up by some volunteers. So when I realized that, I left because I had my girl, Favor. So Favor came, she met me, and then we traveled all the way to Warsaw. And then that's where I traveled from. Of course, I traveled from Warsaw to Nigeria. I traveled from Warsaw to Nigeria. We got picked up by the Nigerian government. Give it up for Nigerian government. For FG. For rescuing us. It was so funny because when we got to Warsaw, went to the Nigerian embassy in Warsaw, Poland. That's the capital city of Poland. They write down our names, and then there was a flight. Actually, there were 2 flights. The first one, because I wasn't sure about going to Nigeria. I wasn't really sure, but my parents were like, if you don't get your ass here, we end your parents no more. So I went and then I registered, and that was it. They brought us to Nigeria and they gave us $100 each. For the very first time, I was able to enjoy my government's money. I was able to feel like a Nigerian because FG gave me money, $100, but they took us a whole lot of pictures. I believe that picture is like 5 albums because there's a lot of pictures. Yeah, they're gonna like make you hold the money like this and then take you like a passport copy. They tell you to step back and then take you like 10 different copies. And then I am not even exaggerating, guys. I am not. But yeah, literally that was my experience during the war. Okay, there might be like 1 or 2 things I might have not mentioned. Okay, but basically that was it for me. I think I've come to the end of this story time. It's obviously such a long one. I have fun filming this, even though the technology right in front of me frustrated the shit out of me. Like, I can literally scream right now, but I'm not gonna scream because the spirit living together with me in this room would think I'm mad. But honestly, it's so frustrating. It keeps going off. Then I'm gonna be talking, thinking I'm being recorded, only for me to realize that there's no recording going on. And then this happened like 3 times. So you understand how frustrating this is. Well, yeah, thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for following up. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about racism. Okay, a lot of that came up during the war. People that flew from Ukraine emphasize so much about experiencing racism from Ukrainians, you know, or experiencing racism at the border from Polish people or Hungarians. So I heard a lot of that. So I'm going to talk about my personal experience with people from other race, racism generally, and then I'm going to talk about during the war, for me, how I felt about it. Okay, so I'm going to explain that. If you've made it here, means you're in love with me, oh, and of course I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you too. Okay, we are all family now. So yeah, I would like you to help me share this video with your family and friends. They should hear the story from a resource, because I'm a source. I experience it. I just spoke about my experience. Okay. So don't let them hear them say. Tell them to come and hear it directly from me. Yeah. So if you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you so much. If you're new here, you're welcome. Okay, I would like you to subscribe because yeah, you made it this far. So I would like you to subscribe and comment. Leave your comments below. You can ask me questions and I can answer on my next video. Okay, and then if you're one of the people that experienced something as me, you can tell us about your own experience as well. I love reading your comments. I love seeing your comments. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Catch you on my next video. Bye, guys.
The Bible says goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. That means I can't even dodge. You know, I can't even get away from a blessing because he's pursuing me. His love continues to pursue me.